see. Cool, we're gonna blow through these 4 cup events and then 1 ranked duel. Let's do this Rebel Bots one, and then I'll do the rest of the Fusion Cup event ones. Rebel Bot versus Cyber Dragons, though. It's hard to relearn heroes. It's been an ordeal. Yeah, I can imagine. After not playing the deck for so long. And Bomber Brick, but he has double Imperm called by. It could work. You know how off Angela have been in the last 24 hours? I definitely can believe it. I can 100% believe it. Called by the Grave on the Cyber Dark. Okay. And he played the power bond in the Imperm column. That's hilarious. He rage quit after he played his power bond in the Imperm column. That's his own fault. Not even like just a surrender, just a full-on rage quit. You're right. I don't know, can you? Aqua Dolphin is your Team Rocket Wapafit. And he passes. Honestly, I feel like, again, you should have waited until whenever they activate cards like this, it's better to wait for them to activate the effective special summon, so at least guaranteed get a draw. But again, he ended on, like, basically nothing, so... Valor. Okay, held Valor for Albion. Makes sense. That was painful to see in here. What are you referring to? What, talking about the Cyber Dragon player playing Power Bond in the Imperm column? Yeah. Yeah, usually it's a scoop of shame, but nah. It wasn't even a scoop of shame, it was just a full-blown rage quit because he fucking did that. When it was entirely his own fault. That's Granganol. So it's actually Millennium. Like, again, like, it would be understandable if it was before they added the fucking blue bubbly column, where if you used the Imperm, like, it didn't show the column with, like, the blue effect. That would have been understandable a bit. But he had no excuse to play his card in the Imperm column. Nice, just negated it, immediately reduced that, get rid of that attack boost. It's super poly immediately. And because it's negated, he couldn't set up Fires of Rage either. And then negate it as well. Proskenian, okay. Stealing? Oh, I thought you were about to steal it, but no, banish. Because it can only be someone with Millennium Ankh, right? No, doesn't have a restriction. Huh, I guess you just didn't want to. Right, you could have taken control of it, right? Yeah, or special summon it to your field. And Star Source. Hold on, I gotta read. Does this thing having a... This thing having a back row effect? No, it doesn't. So it's just stuck in the back row. You could summon it or couldn't. You couldn't summon it? Oh, I think it's because it's technically improperly summoned. I think that's what it is. Because it wasn't quote-unquote properly fusion summoned using the Forbidden One pieces. They used Millennium Ankh. So yeah, it technically wasn't properly summoned, despite that being the only way it's ever summoned, funnily enough. Yeah, because if a card isn't properly summoned, you can't reborn it after it leaves the field. Okay, Fallen and Virtuous in the main phase. Branded Opening. Grabbing Retribution. Sanctifier. Just in case he tries to fuse with it. Smart. Since, yeah, he's gonna try to fuse with Albion. Albion can't be fused with. Okay, he didn't activate it. But you can fuse with his field. Couldn't you technically make Dragon that Devours the Dogma here? But you don't have Ecclesia Engraved. Now you have Ecclesia. And you need a discard for the Super Poly. Legendary pull? Yeah, for sure. Bro held the Call by the Grave for that Titan Clad. Okay. But yeah, I think Monday, the Legend Anthology should be live, so I think I'll stream that on Monday. Yeah, I'll stream the Legend Anthology on Monday, so yeah. Play me some Master Duel, get me some gems. And I think I can play Resonators there. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm playing Resonators. I'll have to see how restricted Centurion is. But I'll try my best to play Resonators for the event. Now, if Resonators had their support, oh my god, we would have been set, but yeah. For some reason, Master Duel still hasn't given Resonators their support yet in game. Like again, the last support Resonators got in Master Duel was the structure deck, and that was it. No synchro for Centurion? Okay. I'll try to play Resonators as pure as possible. Or as close as I can. Oh yeah, is Fedralis legal? I could obviously run that. I need to know for Legend Anthology. Is Fedralis and the Bestials legal? No Fedralis and no Bestials. Damn, okay. That's fine, I can make something work. I think Bestials are? Okay. Yeah, no, you don't get to go first and then maxi. Is Trap Brigade? I don't know. I think, isn't like the theme like decks used by characters in the anime or something? If it's like anime, well, it's not, okay, it won't, I don't think it'll be specifically, I don't think it should specifically be anime only. if it was anime and Chronicles, if it was like Chronicles as well, then that'd be funny because that means there's a potential chance for Endymion to be legal, but I don't think that's the case. But yeah, my plan is to run Resonators. Running Degenerate, Lyrilusc, and Hero decks. Ghost Fairy Elphobia is going to get some usage. Gusto's Lego and Ice Barrier has no Lancia, Mirror Mage, nor Georges. Damn. Negate, destroy, and surrender. Okay, Aluber, Branded Fusion, Branded in red, not bad. Really, ashing the Aluber, interesting. Now you have talents. Since you have Branded Fusion, you could probably just like look at the hand. Yeah. Let's see, Fallen Virtuous, Aluber, Mirror Match, okay. Branded Draco Tail, Droplet, Virtuous, Aluber. Getting rid of the Aluber over the Droplet and Virtuous, okay. No Aegirine, Dragite, unplayable. It's pure deck. Yeah. Rebellion. Discard the red into Mirror. Guess what we pull? Oh, I'm guessing the Aluber that you return to the deck. That's my assumption. Either Branded Fusion, Feather Duster. Okay. And then Channing Droplet. Okay. Not what I was expecting, but... Did you see the new Yami Merrick support? Oh yeah, I saw the new, Yami... The, Sun God deck. Yeah. And he ends his turn. He does nothing, though. He did all that, and he ends his turn on nothing. But again, like... It took making a Fusion Ra to finally make an Egyptian God card powerful, which is crazy. Like, the Fusion Ra seems to actually be pretty good, because the Fusion Ra can actually deal with unaffected monsters, which is crazy. And of course, there's the Fusion Lava Golem, which can just contact fuse with your opponent's board. But yeah, I did see the Yami Merrick support. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It would be a deck I would like to build. Especially since I have one of the Altart Winged Dragon of Ra's that I can finally put to use. Yeah. I mean, but isn't the Winged Dragon of Ra the Egyptian god with the most support out of all of them? Very nice, though. Like, you got Ra's Disciple. It is the most viable, true. But yeah, you got Ra's Disciple, you got, obviously, Ra, you got Sphere Mode, Immortal Phoenix. There's, like, the continuous spell for it and everything. Like, Ra has the most support out of the Egyptian gods. Cypher's the most fun out of the three. I mean, I did see a funny video where someone paired Slifer with one of the, someone paired Slifer with freaking one of the virus cards, and it just completely obliterated Sprite. Chaos Max is better? Yeah, because none of the god cards are untargetable or indestructible. Alright, we can watch all 5 of these. Yeah, like, the fact that the Egyptian gods by default have no protection is crazy. For being gods, they should have had some form of protection. And the fact that the first one that is a fusion of Ra is crazy. But yeah, honestly, I'm actually considering building that deck. solely for the fact that I can actually use the Winged Dragon of Ra. Pegasus cards. Oh, the new Toon stuff. Oh boy. I'm not looking forward to that, I'll be honest. Yeah, me neither. One draw, by the way, yeah. Yeah, because it's Perulia instead of Fuelos. And now, no spells. Okay, so the moment he special summons, this will be online. But only from extra deck monsters. There we go. Yeah, literally no spells. And against Branded, that hurts. No Branded in High Spirits, no Fallen in Virtuous, no Branded Fusion. Like, yeah, add that. You can't use it, at least until next turn. And it's only while face up, right? No, it's just continuous. Even if it leaves the field. Nope, it's only while it's face up, never mind. Yeah, you have a good weekend, Bomber. See you back here on Monday. But yeah, the moment it activates and resolves, then yeah. You had a top deck Imperm with both Spellbreaker and Warlock together. And yeah, he gives up there. Okay. Exorcisters versus Vanquish Soul. But that doesn't know how to turn 0. Was he just pressing buttons? I'm guessing it's a Vanquish Soul K9. Okay. Maxi on your own turn, get them draws, and he has Ash, and you have Cross Out. You felt the delay? Yeah, for sure. Good thing you had the Cross Out then. And he's taking control of one, which is fine because you didn't use your normal summon yet. Didn't take Martha and making Izuna. And the moment he activates the graveyard, oh boy, that's gonna trigger. Yep, he literally just triggered your Exorcisters for you. You just wanted a free trigger, and you got that free trigger. And then negate, and then banish. There we go, that's what I was expecting to see. What'd you activate? Ah, different dimensional burial grounds. And then negate, no extension whatsoever, yeah. And that's the scoop. Very nice. And then Ice Barrier versus Branded. And then Tenpai and Blue Eyes. Okay, high spirits. Impulse, negate. Banishing his Ecclesia, okay. Alba Lenatus at pass. Branded banishment, okay. Immediately imperming it. Interesting. Considering you didn't even normal summon yet. Just reasons, yeah. Didn't, okay, I'm guessing the banishment wasn't activatable. Fallen Virtuous immediately. Now you can just summon Trishula and banish from his hand and grave. And banish the high spirits. Funny. And that's game. And then versus Tenpai. Yep, lose the coin toss and make you go first. This wasn't BM1, then the game with Revealer. We'll see. Okay, Kaiju starts with Perulia, Fuelos, Kaiju, and Hydraulis. Last game versus Brandon. Oh. In this, he is bullied, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's basically screwed now. Dro, that's fine. He's basically screwed. I can't do anything. You wasn't meant to search that extra summon from hand. Oh. And he immediately scoops. I mean, it's Tenpai, so deserved. This guy deserves to lose. Oh, is this the one you were talking about where you even lead their entire board? Oh, those blue eyes. Because again, like, his only protection is Ultimate Spirit. Ultimate Spirit is his only protection from Evenly. And technically Drill Beam, but he doesn't have the room for it. Yeah, he had no room for Drill Beam. You thought he had it already? Yeah. But nope, he did not. And they're all just banished. And it's Primite Fusion, not even Drill Beam. He just switches it back to attack. And now you put it back in defense. And he had the chance to win. Yeah. Couldn't he have just waited here? Like, here's the thing. You switch his tower into defense. You wait. He simply keeps it in defense. Waits for you to activate Lancey's effect again. Put this into defense. And then switch this back to attack. And then attack. Couldn't he have just done that? Then he blinks it off. Indigo Eyes? Indigo Eyes, okay. And now just D-Barrier. Oh yeah, never mind, just gets negated because of, yeah, that. Bro. And now here comes Trishula. There's a lot he could have done, yeah. But yeah, I guess if he would have destroyed it, it would have triggered Trishula, but still. Would have gotten rid of the entire board beforehand, you know? Very nice. And then we'll do the 4 that Brenner has. He said he has 4 different decks. So I'm guessing it's going to be Psychic Punk and Dimion, Heroes, and Weather Painters. That's the 4. Surge Drill Beam, Destroy Lancia. Yep, called it. I'm just going to go from bottom and work my way up. Still though, if I ever built a hero deck in Master Duel, it would either be evil heroes or actually focused around the masked heroes. Like, I would unironically summon masked hero Koga and Divine Wind, like unironically. Alongside Contrast Hero Chaos, of course. Like, the only masked hero that they care about is Dark Law. The new D hero support. Never really been a fan of Destiny Heroes. Destiny Heroes has never really been my thing. Hold on, I've been meaning to ask, like, the traps gain their effects based on all weather painters in the same column and adjacent columns, right? Yeah. So basically, one trap can give 3 weather painters the same effect, which is funny to think about. And he sent a spell, which you didn't even bother chaining. What was the effect? Start the damage step. Okay. And this has no effect of its own. And again, it's not even enough to attack over. Insta bounce, yeah. And he just... okay. Gave up. Player couldn't math, yeah. Alright, and Dimion versus Snake Eyes. One of my favorite duels I had was against Snake Eyes, where he set up a full board turn 1. I mean, he didn't have IP Masquerade, he didn't have Appaloosa at the time, but it was still a pretty impressive board that I broke on against Snake Eyes. Because I remember, I think my hand was like double chicken game, double called by, Upstart, and I think Institution. It was a while ago, like I want to say like a couple years ago. Misplayed heavily here. Well, we'll see. Prime Snake Eyes? Yeah. It was technically Prime Snake Eyes, but my opponent didn't summon Appaloosa. And this was like, again, you notice this a while back because this is either before SP Little Knight came out or like literally right when SP Little Knight came out, because my opponent had summoned Nightmare Unicorn off of IP instead of SP. So it was either before SP Little Knight or like literally the day SP came out or something. Negate the field spell, and then Jackal King summon. Is he out of disruptions already? Why is he summon Flimber? Who knows? Normal summon Servant. Okay, what'd you banish? Damn. All your other copies of Endymion are gone. All 3 upstarts are gone, funnily enough. All 3 institutions are gone. Jesus, that was a unlucky banish. All institutions, all remaining copies of Endymion, and all upstarts. That is unlucky. Yeah, you gotta get that copy of Endymion back or something. With like Exceed or something. Add back Jackal King, because you're all out of. Are you all out of servants? I think you are. Yeah, your last servant got banished as well. But Spell Power Mastery is a top deck. It's nice. I'm guessing this is going to be an access code play. No, Beyond. Okay. And then yeah, you could pop him. Yeah, you could pop them because he can only reborn like what? Just Poplar from the back row, and that's it. As long as you summon monsters with 2 different levels. But I don't think you're going to go for that. You're going to go for the absolute play. Yep. Nope. Okay, you are going for the pop too. And you can negate Flame Burge from reborning, and he just scoops. Never mind. But yeah, there were a lot of potential options you had there. And then now, Psychic Punk versus Blue Eyes. You never find these paid actors. Did the Pumpkin Hero do this morning so your mind was fully 100%? Yeah. Dude's actually using Melody of the Awakening Dragon. Alternative, okay. Yeah, I noticed that. Triple E Telly in the hand. And Chanting Call by the Grave. Interesting. That's it. What disruption does he have? I didn't see what he had set. So his only potential disruption is maybe this back row card and maybe an Ash or something. Pitching the cross out though. Okay, there's the Dragon Drive. Jam Fever. Silent Psychic. Excuse me. Nope. So I guess just wrapping up the stream with a few more replays before I end the stream, you know? Omega. I'm guessing Psychic and Punisher is next. Ultimate Creature. What's this thing do? Target is unaffected, cannot be destroyed by battle, and destroy any monster that battles it. Okay. And then negate it? Or is it banishing it? Okay, banish it before that happens. Okay. And then bounce the scoop. I have to deal with Brandon early mornings. And yeah, this will be the last replay to wrap up the stream. A lot of stun players. I think that's just a time zone difference, I guess. Good thing Shadow won't see how bad your hero playing is right now. Veil of the Stratos. I'm guessing this is a Fusion Destiny follow-up. That seems to be like the only play you have now. DPE. So summon the Mulch Army? Okay. To go into Dugars. Extra Hero Cross Crusader, Royal Cross Crusader. The Alt Art Poly is nice. But I don't think I'm going to try to pull for it. Is this Chaos? Yep. Bro got Alt Art Glossy Poly? Yeah. Mass change in the Yen phase for Dark Law. So you have non-target pop under Macrocosmos, which gets Kaiju'd, and then now you have a face-up negate on the field. And then you banish because he added a card from his hand to his hand. And then negate that. Wait, was he trying to do bounce it? What's this thing doing? Oh, send both this and it and the card to the grave. Okay. And there's another Kaiju. So I'm guessing his plan was to send it to the graveyard to Kaiju you again, potentially. Unless each Kaiju can only be special summoned once. No? Infernal Rage. He was allowed to synchro under Macrocosmos. What? Well, I don't think he did. Okay. So you have 2 disruption. Effect to use targeting the Kaiju? Oh. I mean, I guess. I don't remember. And then he top decks another Kaiju. And he just gives up after that. It's a special summon? I mean, yeah. It doesn't tribute for cost or anything. Or special summon. Not a synchro, yeah. Yeah, very nice. Dude just kaijus you and then surrenders, but I guess it makes sense. Like you had favorite contact, so yeah, you get summon Shining Flare Wigman, then destroy his field. But yeah, well, we'll see though. That's gonna do it for today's stream. So appreciate y'all for submitting them and for stopping by the stream. So until then, though, I hope you enjoy your weekend for your birthday as well. Again, happy early birthday, Verdant. But until then, I hope you all have a good weekend, and I will see you all back here on Monday. Later.